Protect your apps and services with Upstream mutually authenticated transport layer security. First, let's take a look at Upstream mTLS. Then, we'll cover how Pomerium secures apps and services with JWT verification and mTLS together. Regular TLS means the server must authenticate itself to the client with a valid certificate. Mutually authenticated TLS means both the client and server must provide valid certificates to authenticate each other. After successful authentication, the server secures the connection with TLS. So how does that work with Pomerium? With Upstream mTLS, Pomerium sits between your end users and their destination, the Upstream app or service. In this model, both Pomerium and the Upstream service must authenticate each other with valid certificates before Pomerium secures the connection. Adding certificates in Pomerium is simple because you can import them into the console. However, this only secures the connection between Pomerium and the Upstream app. It does not authenticate your end users. Fortunately, Pomerium can authenticate users with JWT verification, or what we like to call mutual application level security. Say Alice from engineering needs to access an internal developer app like GitLab. She navigates to GitLab's Pomerium URL. Because we've set up mALS, Pomerium can be configured to forward a cryptographically signed JWT to GitLab for verification, and GitLab can verify Alice's identity with the JWT. But what if your network is misconfigured or an unauthorized user tries to access GitLab outside of Pomerium? JWTs can protect your app from these types of security vulnerabilities too. Here's how it works at a high level. Think of the Upstream app as the gate at an airport and TLS as the security checkpoint. Anyone going to the gate must first get through the security checkpoint. When you get through security, you get a stamp on your boarding pass that authorizes you to access the gate. But what if someone found a way to skip the security checkpoint and went straight to the gate? The gate, like the Upstream app, has no way of knowing that a passenger didn't come through the secure connection, but it can check that the passenger has a stamp on their boarding pass. A user's signed JWT acts as the stamp. If there is no secure connection to protect your app, the app can still grant or deny users if they don't have a signed JWT to verify their identity. Using our earlier example, Pomerium sends the signed JWT and a JWT assertion header. Because GitLab can be configured to verify the JWT before granting access, your app is also protected from unforeseen security threats, like firewall misconfigurations or unauthorized requests that circumvent Pomerium. If either mTLS or mALS checks fail, Alice can't access GitLab, and unauthorized users can't gain access either. And there you have it, end-to-end security using mALS and Upstream mTLS.